What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another one of these things. My name is Kate. This is Sometimes I'm Sober. I recently, if you watched like 2-3 videos ago, was it the last video? I'm not even sure, but yeah, one of my previous videos, I purchased a new camera, the A6400. So I thought that I should just sit back here and, go through my first experience of the camera, where I took it out to a car show and I really had a fantastic time, and it was an amazing experience using this camera. But it had its good parts and it had its bad parts, so let's go over the good parts. So the first thing that I really liked about this camera is the viewfinder. I haven't had a viewfinder on a camera before, because the camera I used to use before, the camera body I used to use before, was the NEX F3. That did not come with a viewfinder, it just came with the screen. So in situations where I'm outside, it's sunny, and the sun is just pouring down on that screen, and you're just trying to guess if things are in focus and all that, that was a really nice thing to have, because I'm out there just placing cameras, making sure everything is in focus. So a lot of my photos came out, I had like 1 or 2 that weren't in focus, and when they weren't, I noticed immediately and took a couple more. Another thing that really impressed me about this is the battery life. I do have a spare battery, the one that comes off my old camera, but the battery on this lasted pretty much all day. Obviously I wasn't shooting I was shooting and taking photos, but I was switching it off when I'm not using it, because it's really easy to switch on and off and just take the photo, and it's quite fast. It's quite a fast process, and I'm also used to using Sony, so that just, I like the quickness where you can just switch it on, get filming, and get it done. I lost my train of thought. The battery life is pretty decent. I recommend getting a spare battery though. If you're buying this camera and you're shooting all day, you're definitely gonna need another battery or 2. But yeah, definitely recommend having a spare battery, because you can run through that battery real quick. I didn't test it on 4K. I don't use 4K because I don't have.
So we don't have the capacity.
I do not have the. But yeah, definitely get a spare battery. The memory card that I was using is actually a memory card that I bought recently. It was on offer. It was a 32 GB SanDisk, and that was quite adequate, because even after shooting all day and switching out batteries and shooting some more, I think I got about like 200 photos and about an hour's worth of footage, probably less, probably like 30 minutes to an hour's worth of footage. And I still had about 10 GB left on the SD card. So 32 gigs is definitely an adequate setup for this, an adequate card for this. I also had the mic, the shotgun mic, but the problem with the event that I was at was they kept on playing really loud music. So with YouTube and copyright strikes, I couldn't really record much audio, so I guess the audio was good. Yeah, so I guess the audio is good. But even out of body, the audio is pretty good with the camera. So I mean, the microphone is not necessary, but I'd highly recommend it. Now, the fourth thing that I really liked about this camera is just how the buttons, the button layouts, and the dial at the top. It has a dial at the top. I think I'm just gonna cue some video from the unboxing. It has a dial at the top, and you can adjust aperture real quick. You can just, the fact that you have so many buttons, you can really do a lot of run and gun shooting. And because I've been trying to shoot manual of late, and that makes it easier, because you can switch it into manual, You switch it into manual, you can adjust the aperture, you can adjust the shutter speed, you can adjust the ISO real quick, and things are not conflicting with each other, and that means that you can, you know, get that shot. And we all know when it comes to event photography, you gotta get that shot. You gotta get that shot. I remember a wedding that I shot some time back, and I nailed the first kiss. You know, the right after, you know, they've said their vows to each other, they got up. It was at the AG's office, so they got up. I nailed that photo. I was like, boom, you got this, bro, you got this, you're king, no one like you. I get home, put it onto the computer, it's out of focus. So definitely having the really fast autofocus on this was an advantage. That and the viewfinder just mwah, 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 mwah. Yeah, this is just turning into a viewfinder review pretty much. But yeah, so going out there shooting and getting some really good quality photos, you know, interacting with people, getting some footage, it was really fun, and I'm definitely gonna be doing a lot more of that. I'll try to, you know, do a bit more vlog style video next time, because we all know how bad I am at that. But I mean, you know, small steps, baby steps, and eventually we're gonna have some, you know, some cool stuff. I also have some cool stuff, you know, planned. I have some big plans for this. You know, we have to justify the cost of this camera. So yeah, that's all from me. I have some footage that I recorded from the event. I'm just gonna cue that up right after this. But anyway, that's me signing off. It's been a hell of a good time putting out these videos on a more regular basis, and I hope that you guys are really enjoying them. Anyway, that's all from me. I'll see you on the next one. Peace!